Harry texted you back?
I don't want to talk about it.
How's the math test?
Don't want to talk.
Hi, good morning. How are you? How are you? How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Hello, hello. Good morning. Welcome in, welcome in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? How are you? How are you this morning? Good morning. How are you? Welcome in. Hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. How are you? Good morning. How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. How is everybody this morning? How's it going? I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. I'm running a little bit late this morning. Hope everybody's having a beautiful Sunday. How are you? Hey, Mystics. How's it going? Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. I hope everybody's having a good day. It's evening for me and my brain, LOL, but good. How are you? Oh, yeah. It does feel like we didn't get much sleep last night, huh? It's been a little wild. I'm good this morning, ready to start some talks. Good morning, Greg. How are you? How are you? Are you on the road, my friend? Oh, you worked last night? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you're just getting off work then. Yeah, you're in a different time zone. You work overnight. Let's see. I'm still trying to show this out. I'm running a little bit late. You work overnight. Let's see. I'm still trying to show this out. I'm running a little bit late this morning, you guys. If you could go ahead and start sharing it out for me really quick, because I am trying, but it's harder for me Harder for me to get all the shares out and still try to pay attention. Good morning, Kimmy. How are you? Long time no see, friend. How's it going? Thank you, Greg. Thank you. I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. Greg, I missed it. Did you say you were on the road? Good morning. I'm not yet getting ready. Oh, okay. Now I got it. Oh, Greg's sharing. He's doing the power share. Thank you, friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's what I needed. That is what I needed. Good morning, Phoebe. How are you? We got an interesting live to go through today. We have a lot to talk about. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we got some good stuff to talk about today. We're going to get started on the Sacral Chakra this morning and see where that takes us. Let me see. I know there's a couple of people that really wanted to be in here for this one specifically. Oh, here goes my dog barging in. Oh. Yes, we're going to go through the Sacral Chakra. We're working our way through all the chakras and healing them all up. But this is what heaven looks like. Send me now. Oh, well, that's sweet. That's pretty sweet. Good morning, everybody. How is everybody? How is everybody doing? Trying to find, well, I guess. I don't know what happened. Okay. Football? A Sunday morning already? We're going to be doing some Sacral Chakra healing this morning. Anxiety vibes. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Carla. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm running a little bit late today. I've been working on how I wanted to structure this live a little bit because it could get a little bit heavy and there might be some trigger warnings going on. So I just needed to be very careful about how I wanted to structure today's talk. Yes, ma'am, they're playing in Europe, I think. I think that's called soccer over there then, my friend. Good morning, Maddie Matt. How are you? How are you? Yeah, so I wanted to talk a little bit today about Sacral Chakra healing. If you guys haven't been in here before, we started on Friday talking about the chakras and overall. Thank you for sharing me out, Kimmy. I appreciate you. We started talking about chakras and what they mean and the inner healing and how they can lead to a sense of inner peace, regardless of your spirituality. Good, I'm glad, Matt, that they can just, you take a personal inventory of yourself and you work your way up through the chakras and start a good healing process and a good journey, and you can get yourself back to a more balanced, stable place in your mind. So it's a sacral chakra has a lot to do with creativity, sexuality, and things like that. So it's going to be a little bit deeper. There could be some trigger warnings. I might make you feel some things if you do have some past traumas and stuff like that. So I just want to give you a heads up. But on the bright side, if you do have, if you do have triggers towards those things, I just want you to know that does probably mean you might have a block in your sacral chakra and you are in the right spot, because I'm going to tell you how to heal it. I'm going to tell you how to start feeling a little bit better. I'm going to tell you how to get over some of those traumas and things like that and start to heal from it and start to feel better. And we're going to go through all of that stuff today. First, I just wanted to introduce myself again. My name is Ellie. I work with chakra healing, energy healing, all things crystals, chakras, meditations, balance, and all of those things. Well, welcome in, Carla. Welcome in. I'm new here too, honey. I just started a week ago, so I really find that this is where I want to take the live journey. So we're here to do all things well-being, mental health, inner wellness, and those things. So if you're new here and that's something that you're into, please follow, please share, try to get us out to the bigger community to try to find more people that are like us, that want to talk about these things, and start the power of healing. So today we're going to talk about sacral chakra. Yesterday we talked about root chakras. Again, there are 7 chakras. They start from the bottom up. There's your root, that is your spine. There is your sacral, that is your just below your belly button and your lower abdomen. There is, do I have a tap goal for today? You know what, I'm going to be on here 2 hours. Let's get us to 100K. Let's see if we can get to 100K. Hey, Intuitive Justice, how are you? Welcome in. I'm glad you could join us. Welcome. Now you can see what this side of live's like. That's a big goal. That's a big goal. Let's try to get us just to 20 first. See how we go from there. Most of mine get about 25 to 50. We'll see where we go. So your sacral chakra is right there in the middle of your lower abdomen, okay? And then you have your solar plexus that's up here in your top of your stomach. Then you have your heart, throat, third eye, and your crown. And we're going to work our way up through all of those things. Each chakra has a color, it has a frequency, it has stones, it has sounds, it has glands, it has body parts. There's a lot to chakras that go into all of the healing processes and things like that. So today, again, we're going to balance our sacral chakra. We're going to start to work on it. We're going to start to heal it. And again, this is a practice. This is not something. Good morning, Bojangles. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Thank you, friend. Thank you. Appreciate that. And this is a practice. This is not something that you're going to balance at one time and be done. This is something that's going to take a lot of time. This is something that's going to be a daily practice, and you can work your way up every day. You can work on something different every day. You can go back and revisit it when you need to. All of the things. So I don't know if anybody knows anything about the sacral chakra, but again, there's a lot of more people joining right now, and I just want to give you guys some warnings that there might be some triggers. But again, if you do feel like you might be triggered by some of these things, then you want to stay, because I can guide you how to start healing those triggers and identifying what's going on with those processes. We can work through it. So the color that's associated with the sacral chakra is orange. That's why we're writing in orange today. It's also related to sensuality, creativity, all of those things. Yes, triggered on a Sunday, Mula. I'm not holding back. No holds. The sound that you're listening to right now is the frequency for sacral chakra. It's 432 hertz. There's different frequencies that can help to heal different chakras and things like that. And when you meditate and do guided meditations and things like that, certain sounds can help to open and reactivate those chakras that you're working on. So this is the 432 hertz for the sacral chakra. Let me see if I can fix this lighting a little bit. That's better. A little less blue, huh? Thank you for sharing me out, Matt. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. One of the affirmations that goes along with sacral chakra is I feel worthy. I feel guilty. I feel, depending on what's balanced and what's blocked out, you would have those different affirmations. So if it's balanced, you're going to feel creative. You're going to feel passionate, energetic. You're going to feel good. You're going to feel good. Of course, with all the chakras, you're going to feel good in a sense of well-being when the chakras are balanced. If it's unbalanced, you're going to start to feel guilty. You're going to have feelings of overly sensitive. You're going to be quick reactive, overreactive, overly sensitive. You're going to be lacking creativity and all of those things. And they do interact and they do intertwine with each other a lot. So I just want you to keep that in mind. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate you. So some of the essential oils that go with all of these things are cardamom, sweet orange, ylang ylang, tangerine, navel, anything citrusy, orangey, anything like that. We have different stones that you can use to heal with them. There's different yoga poses, different meditations, all of those things. But what I want to first start talking about is what you feel, because when these things are blocked and unbalanced, you're going to feel a lot of anxiety and depression. And I think in our stage, in our day and age of where we are and stuff and where everybody's at, there's a lot of undiagnosed depression and anxiety, and a lot of things that are going on in the world that you don't really see why you're anxious or depressed. The sacral chakra might be one of them, and this is one that we want to take a look at, our feelings towards sensuality and sexuality. And do we have feelings of guilt, or do we harbor any type of negativity towards those things? Excuse me, one second. Have we used... I have to be careful with what I say with this one, because I don't want to get ourselves shut off here. But do we have a sense of guilt towards that side of life? Are we looking at sexuality as a negative or guilt associating type of things? I forgot to tell you I changed it from Rated to Jade to Vibe with Jay. Oh, I see it. Vibe. Yes, I love that. Sorry guys, sidetracked. So again, if you feel like you're having some repressed or depressing emotions that you're storing in your chakra, that's going to be blocking these things. Also a fear of death and dying and all those things. If you feel like you might be having troubles with your digestive tract, your bladder, kidneys, your menstrual cycle, those things can be signs that your sacral chakra is blocked. The first thing that I want to do and what I want to talk about is take a look at your thoughts and your feelings regarding sexuality. Do you harbor some inner depth of guilt? Do you harbor, do you feel like you need to perform in order to find self-worth? Are you feeling like you're not worthy if you don't perform these things in a certain way? You're angry all the time. Zeds, you're angry all the time. Let's talk about it, friend. We're going to talk about it. There's also, again, Darren, here goes the trigger warnings. If you have a history of SA in the past or anything along those lines, those are all things that you could be harboring and holding on to in your sacral chakra, and it could be blocking it up, and it could be damaging you on the inside and causing a lot of outer issues, such as your digestive issues, kidney issues. Inner turmoil really does have a way of manifesting outer issues. So there's... Yes, Jazz, really. So if you have a history of even like stillbirths, schmortions, things like that, again, trigger. I'm trying to be very mindful that there are trigger warnings in here, guys. Anything like that, if you hold on to those negative feelings, they can manifest into physical feelings. They can manifest into physical symptoms. And getting right with your inner self and healing that inner trauma can truly start to heal that inner side of you and start to heal your physical self. It all aligns and it all coincides. And there's a lot of different ways. Thank you for those Go Populars. There's a lot of different ways that we can heal those things. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to get through it. Hey, everybody, if you're still logging in, I appreciate you. I don't know if this is aligning with anybody right now, but some of the things that you might feel is that those acts, those sexual acts, are not they're worthless, that they don't mean anything, because it might go back to a place where you were told that, you know, that it's wrong, or you shouldn't feel good about doing these things like that. So you start to feel different things about it. Yes, chakras. But the first thing you want to do when you start working on your sacral chakra is you want to find out your thoughts and feelings about sexuality and create. Again, it'll get to creativity, but you want to take a self-inventory about sexuality and find out where your feelings towards it come from. How do you feel about it? Is it okay with you? Is it not okay with you? And why? Where does it come from? Did it come from something you saw in movies? Did it come from your parents or a religion aspect? I know a lot of religious views are that sex, specifically before marriage, is wrong. Like it's not okay. It's a sin, and all of these things, and that can create and harbor a lot of guilt and inner turmoil, and start to block up that sacral chakra. So you really got to take a look at these things on what you were programmed to as a child. Most likely, a lot of these things come from when you were a child. And look at where this all comes from and where you want to go with it. So I thought people would only get PTSD, anxiety, depression for physical and emotional trauma. I thought people would, no. You can, so here's the thing. When you start to experience things like anxiety, depression, PTSD, all of these things from physical or emotional trauma, when you start to feel these things, they really do start to express in physical ways. You know, anybody that's ever had a panic attack, that is a physical symptom of an emotional trauma. It really is chemical sometimes. Correct, it is. It really can be. So when you have I'm trying to think of how to word this properly. So physical manifestation of emotional trauma could be something like a panic attack. For instance, you can feel your heart rate elevating. You can feel your breath getting more shallow. You feel your palms sweating. You can feel your body start shaking. Your adrenaline's rushing. And that's what he's talking about with the chemical reaction. Thank you, C baby. I appreciate you. When you start to feel that chemical reaction, that's your adrenaline fighting. You know, that's the thing that's good morning, honey. How are you? But you stay calm. Like too much worrying over a long period of time. Exactly. And it can start to make you sick. I don't know if you've ever heard people saying, thank you, Darren. You're going to give yourself an ulcer. You're worrying so much, you're going to give yourself an ulcer. And it's true, because your body naturally starts to secrete these hormones, and hormones start to drive different chemical reactions and things inside of your body. Your body is a temple, and it is sacred, and it is something that you really have to think about. And everything that goes on mentally, your brain controls every aspect and process of your body. So you really have to be careful of how you're thinking and what type of endorphins and emotions that you are processing and things like that, to make sure that the chemical processes are physically manifesting in a proper way. Yeah, I've heard, but I never understood what that meant at the time. That's what it means. That means that you're feeling something so much that your brain starts to lock in and say, okay, I have to fight this. And this is how we're supposed to feel. I'm supposed to feel like I'm nervous, so let me react like I'm nervous. So your brain starts to react like that. And when your brain starts to feel like it always needs to react in a nervous way, you're going to develop a nervous condition, and it's going to manifest physically. It's science, friend. Yeah. So going back and again, taking a look at these sacral chakras and trying to get them back into balance can really help your mental health and start to heal those physical manifestations and start to help them to subside a little bit. And I'm not saying don't seek a doctor's guidance or anything like that. Breathing isn't working, like deep breathing and things. There's other techniques. We're going to go through some other techniques and stuff like that to try to deal with it. Good morning, Happy. How are you? So I found that just doing things that make me happy gets my head above the water. Exactly. Let's do that. Good morning, babe. Good morning. Yeah, let's do it. So we're gonna work through it. So one of the things that you can do when you start to feel, and again, I'm gonna go I'm going to say this one more time. Trigger warning. Please note that this is a trigger warning and I'm not trying to upset anybody or hurt anybody. I want to help people heal. So one of the things that I suggest doing is getting a chalkboard. And you can do this mentally or you can physically do this. If you have a good visualization technique inside of your brain, I strongly suggest don't buy anything. Do this inside of your own brain. This really helps. Thank you, Happy. Go through. Yesterday I talked about setting a safe space and setting out your cords and connecting and grounding and getting yourself into a safe, solid place. Good morning, Elizabeth. How are you? How are you? That's sort of what you would want to do in this case. So I'm not going to go through a guided meditation today, but I'm going to give you some techniques on how to work through it. Hey, G-Key. Sorry, guys, if I'm catching you in the chat. I'm just trying to keep up. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get yourself into that grounded, safe, good space. Zeds, were you here yesterday when we talked about the safe meditation practice and how to send cords out and cords up and get yourself into that white space and that safe, happy bubble? I don't remember seeing your name there. Okay, well, we can talk about it. I also have, if you check out my bio, I do have in there a link to all of these lives that I download and re-back upload onto there. So if you miss anything or if you want to rewatch anything, it will be over there on my YT channel. Just a thought. But if you do go there, please subscribe because I'm trying to build that channel up too. I just started that one. So we're trying to, I just want to have everybody have a record of where they can go back and look at things. Okay, good. So let me take a drink first. So if you're a good visualizer, you're going to sit in that safe space. You're going to just super fan. You just super fanned me? Wait a minute, what just happened? Happy became a super fan? Girl, you know that's a subscription, right? You know that's a whole subscription, like it's $10 a month. Oh my gosh. I feel honored. You're the very first one. Happy, you were one of my first subscribers and now you're one of my first. Oh, I love you. Oh, thank you. Whoop, whoop. Yes. Moving on up. Wonderful. I don't have anything planned for that yet, but I guess I'll start working on it. Thank you, Zed. Thank you. I see the dailies, guys. Thank you. I have one super fan, but it's my wife. My wife didn't even join yet, so. Okay, let's get back to where we were. So, imagine, what? Zed's baby just became a super fan. Well, thank you also, again. Oh, okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, look at how happy I am. Thank you. Wow. I was not expecting that today. Awesome, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, Randy. How are you? How are you? Okay, focus. Okay, focus. Sorry. Okay, so trigger warnings. So what we're going to do is you can either physically do this or mentally do this so you don't have to buy anything. So let's walk through mentally doing it. Okay, no, let's walk through physically doing it. That way you can see what you're doing. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to get a chalkboard. You are going to take that chalkboard and you're going to center yourself and you're going to start to take a look at all of the things that make you feel guilty or bad, or the things that might have triggered you when we're talking about sexuality specifically. When we're talking about blocking that sacral chakra, when we're talking about guilt towards the sexuality, when we're talking about like SA or stillbirth or anything like that, we're going to write it down. We're going to write down those things on that chalkboard that upsets us. We're going to just write it down and what it affects and how it affects us and all of those things. The chakra is happiness, yes. And then I'm going to sit there and I'm going to look at that chalkboard. I'm going to write down everything. I'm going to write down what happened, when it happened, how it makes me feel, all of these things. And I'm going to write it down on a chalkboard, and I'm going to list it all out right there for myself. And I'm going to sit with it, and I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to see, you know, how each one makes me feel, and how it's affecting me, and what it's doing in my life. And then I'm going to tell it. I'm going to physically tell what's each thing on that list, that it doesn't make me who I am. It doesn't define me. I forgive whatever happened in that situation. You don't have to forgive. If something happened to you, you do not have to forgive that person, but you can forgive yourself for loving yourself less because of it, for letting that moment define you, or moments define you. You can forgive yourself, and that's the most important part. That's the hardest part. Forgiving yourself for letting it affect you. Exactly. You might know it without writing it down. So you can do that in your mind when you're meditating. And that's what I'm talking about. But chalkboard specifically is very important to remember. And I'm getting there for why. You're going to tell those things. I'm not going to let you affect me. I am not going to claim this anymore. I'm going to release this. I am going to get away from it. I am not going to claim this anymore. This is no longer a part of me. I'm done. And then you're going to erase it. You're just going to erase it. I forgive myself and erase it. And that's when you're going to feel an immediate release of stress. You're going to feel an immediate release of pressure. You're going to feel a sense of weightlessness in that moment. And then you're going to go down and you're going to do the next one. You're going to do the next one, and you're going to say, you know what? Same thing. I forgive myself for letting this affect me. I don't claim this. I will no longer be this person. This will no longer define me. You will no longer hold value in my life, and you're going to erase it. And continue doing that down the line. I know that's why I'm saying you don't have a chalkboard, but do it in your mind, and you'll see why. Just imagine you have one in your mind and you're doing it. Thank you, Happy. And once that chalkboard is empty and you've gone through each and every one of them, and sometimes you can't do all of them in one day because sometimes they're very heavy. These can be very, very, very big. Forgive it, learn from it, let it go. Only then can you start to heal. Exactly, friend. Exactly. It scares me. He breaks things. He hurts me. He's angry all the time. All of these things. Once your chalkboard's empty, once you've erased everything, once it's all gone, you're going to see, okay, yes, the space is empty, but what's still left? What's still left on that chalkboard? You're going to see remnants of that white dust that's on a chalkboard. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. Everybody sees it. You're going to see that dust, and you can't, how do you erase that? How do you get rid of that white dust? You take some water, and you sprinkle it over the chalkboard, and you watch that dust wash away. Interesting thing is the sacral chakra is a water sign. It's supported with water. So that's why the water release on a chalkboard is very important to remember. You're going to imagine those things getting washed away. So now there's not even dust. There's no remnants. There's nothing left of any of those negative things that were affecting you. It's not there anymore. It's gone. So now what do you have? Now you have a clean, fresh slate. It's empty. Now it's empty. So now what you're going to do on that chalkboard is you're going to start writing down better things on there. You're going to write down, I see you, Zeds. I see you. I'm not ignoring you. So now once that chalkboard's empty, you're going to start filling it back up with more positive things. You're going to write down, I am safe. I am sacred. I feel in control, because remember, sacral chakra is based on the feeling affirmation. I feel in control. I feel sacred. I feel safe. I feel like this is my body and I control it. That's right. I control my body. Yes, absolutely. And say those things. You can say those things every single day to yourself. I am safe. I am sacred. I am in control. This is my body. I feel good. I feel happy. I feel okay. And all of those things. That's exactly right. Good morning, Isabella. Good morning, Zach. How are you? And that's how you start to fill that chalkboard back up. And once that chalkboard is starting to get back up, then you can leave that meditation space. If you physically have a chalkboard, leave it up where you can see it. Leave it up where you can see those positive affirmations and take a look at those things every day. Because what happens when we tell ourselves negative things over and over and over again? We start to believe it, right? We start to believe, if you say to yourself every day, I am trash, I'm no good, I'm this, oh, I'm dumb, oh, I made a mistake. Oh, you become that negative, self-doubting person, and you push that back out into the universe when you go around new people, and you see new people and you're out into the world. People can feel that coming off of you. I don't know if any of you have ever bumped into somebody, let's say at the gas station or something, and be like, whoa, that person felt really heavy. That's somebody that's dealing with some stuff, or not dealing with it, but that's a person that's got a lot of stuff going on and is not properly dealing with it. So that's why it is awesome to start dealing with these things and start practicing them. It is a practice. You're not going to release these things every day. Some of these things can be a huge, heavy thing to deal with, and it's going to have to be continuously dealt with repeatedly over and over and over again until it goes away. I saw him one time. Exactly. And I personally have some trauma in my life that happened many years ago, and I still, I think that it doesn't bother me. I do my practice. I heal from it. I think that I'm okay. And then boom, out of nowhere, it hits me all over again. And I start to feel like I'm useless, like I'm worthless, like I deserved it. Like it was my fault. Like everything that happened was because something that I did, and that I did it to myself. Exactly. No, you didn't. Anything that happens to you in a negative way, anything that you don't choose, is never your fault. And you have to let that feeling go that it's your fault. It is not your fault. Now, the decision to heal from it, the decision to take that and move forward from it, this is you. This is your decision. This is something you can control. This is something you can work towards. And you can do this every single day, little by little, no matter where you go with it. And each time it gets a little bit easier. But again, some of these things can be really big. Some of them can be very, very heavy. So doing them in stages or doing one at a time is super duper helpful. And you have to forgive yourself. Star Cancer. Oh, okay. I love a good Cancer. Love a good Cancer. I'm an Aries. We're besties in life. So you're going to just keep. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So, I know you are, Loria. Oh, Scorpios. We love a good Scorpio. Your birthday month then. Welcome. So that's one thing that you can do, and you can keep the positive affirmations out, so that way you can see that the work that you did, you can see where you went, and you can see it every day until you're ready to work on it again. So you can start to see a shift in your feelings, and you'll feel a lot lighter, to be honest, if you were to go through that exercise. Another exercise that you could do is, like I said, you can think about a time in your life where you started to feel like maybe you didn't have an event that specifically created trauma. A lot of people, fortunately, have not had specific trauma events. Very fortunate, but that doesn't mean your trauma is not the same. It doesn't mean that your sacral chakra is not blocked. You might at some point have had a conversation with, like I said, a clergyman that said sex is wrong before marriage. So in your mind, every time that you did those things before marriage, a sense of guilt was ticked off in the back of your mind, like, oh, I'm doing something wrong. Or maybe you had a conversation with your parent that says, oh, you can't do that till you're 30. And that one sentence, guys, that's why if you're a parent, please be very mindful about the things that you say to your children, because that one conversation, that one sentence can stick with somebody their entire life. That one, you don't want to do. Yes, honey, you need to stay away. Absolutely. Yes. I've been trying to read your conversation and still talk. But you can't heal yourself if you're in the presence of anybody that's doing those things to you. Yes. Yes. You need to keep yourself physically safe in order to heal yourself mentally. Hi, lovely. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. So you're going to want to look at some of the things that might look at, for instance, okay, Disney movies. So we love to see the princess and prince end up together in life every single time, you know. You're not, honey. You're not. We can talk. Thank you, Happy, because she didn't give her a reason why. I've got every single talking person out of my life. It's an awesome thing. It is. Once you start identifying the toxicity and getting rid of that, you will feel a shift. You'll feel a shift in yourself, and you'll start to build better relationships. Once you give yourself boundaries, create some balance and peace in your life, it's a miracle what things can happen and change. It's crazy the massive change that you're going to feel towards positivity, for sure. You're going to feel it and you're going to see it in that aspect. So let's take a look at Disney movies for a second, because at the end of every good Disney princess movie, well, prior to like 2010, it always ended with prince and princess getting married. No matter what the story was, doesn't matter. It was always a happy ever ending with the prince and princesses. And for instance, in my life, I don't know if any of you know this, but I have a wife. So growing up in the early 90s, it still wasn't quite accepted yet, but it was supposed to be male and female growing up. And that's that's the way that it was supposed to be. That's what we saw on TV. That's what we looked at. That's what it was, male and female, prince and princesses, king and queen. That was the gold standard. So for me, that was what was programmed. Thank you. So moving forward and growing up, when I started to have those inner feelings of, well, I don't like boys. I don't really like them, but because of the way that I was programmed, that's where I went. That's the direction that that's the path that I traveled. That's where I went. That's who I married. That's who I had children with. You know, those are the things that I did because that's in my back of my mind. That's what I was supposed to do. However, I was repressing that inner, good morning, thank you. I was repressing that inner side of me that's not what made me happy. That was not where my desires were. My desires were with the same sex. So it took a very real turn for me when I was able to finally accept that and do my inner healing and feel like, okay, this is what's going on. And once I accepted that side of me and traveled that path instead, it made a huge difference. It was a life-altering release. Like, it was such and it didn't matter who didn't accept me at that point anymore, because I accepted myself, and that was something that I had to do. And how I did that was, so how I accepted that was, I had a conversation with the people in my past, so with my parents, and I didn't have a physical conversation with those people, because sometimes you can't have the conversation with the person that hurt you or put those feelings inside of you or made you feel guilty. Sometimes you just can't have those conversations with those people. Sometimes they're gone. Sometimes they're not here anymore. So what I did is and sometimes you don't want to have the awkward conversation. Like, I'm still very much involved with my parents. Well, not so much my dad. He died 12 years ago, but my mother, you know, and I love him too. So, but, you can't have that conversation. But what I did is I sat down and I imagined a conversation. I imagined what it would be like if I had gone to my parents as a teenager and been like, hey, look, I don't like boys, and it bothers me when you say these things like this, and this. It bothers me and it offends me, and I feel that way, and I like these things. Do you feel that way about me? Like, do you not love me? Will you not love me if I feel these things? It took a lot for me to have that conversation and for me to try to imagine, thank you, Aubriana. It took a lot for me to try to imagine that my parents would say, no, it's okay. We love you. We'll stop doing that. We don't mean to offend you. We don't care what you are. So it really makes a big difference having that imaginary conversation. And you can do that with anybody. You can have this conversation with anybody that's ever tried to make you feel guilt or pressure or shame towards that side of that sexual side of you. Have that conversation and see where it goes. See where it leads you. And you might have to have that conversation several times in your mind to really thank you, Brianna. She shows up and she shows out. If you guys, let me pause for a minute. If you guys don't have Aubriana on your side or in your team, or if you don't go to her lives, please do. Please do. She is a huge supportive friend. She is a great bestie. Everybody that's in this room right now is a huge, great, supportive bestie. They have always been on my team. They have always been by my side, and they have been backing me and supporting me from day one. So if you guys already don't have this entire list of people, please go do, because I'm trying to build a community with... I have several mods in here right now, Zed, so I'm trusting that they're doing it. I'm trusting that they got it going on. So anyway, so please support each of these people because they're so amazing. That aside, let me take a drink. So if you start to have that conversation with the people that put that guilt inside of you, you're going to start to gulp. You're going to start to feel some peace. You feel more peaceful already. Good. And these are just some tools. Like there is a ton of different tools that you can use to start to heal and process the feelings of guilt and negativity and shame that you might have built up, and that might be blocking that sacral chakra. See, a lot of people believe that love, lust, and all of those things are actually held in the heart chakra. But and they are, like the heart chakra has a lot to do with love and passion and all those things, but it starts in the sacral chakra. It starts with the sense of sexuality, because what is a marriage? What is a relationship without sexuality? Even when you look at non-sexual, inanimate types of, yes, girl, when you start to look at those types of relationship, and not to be weird, but even when you look at your mother and father, that stems from a sensual place, because you are a product of their reproductive organs. It's all very intertwined. There's a saying of, oh, you go for a type, women look for men that are like their fathers because they're trying to, that's who raised us. It's all intertwined. It is all very, very deeply connected. And I don't want to be weird in that type of way, but it is. If you look at it from a psychological aspect, exactly. If you look at the Oedipus psychology, yes, exactly. Preach, Aubriana. It is. It's all. So when we start talking about this stuff, and people think that I'm crazy all the time. Oh, chakras, crystals, all of that stuff. But when you really start thinking about it, it is based off of psychology. It is based off of science. It is based off of biology, and there's real aspects to it. So healing these ways and doing these things, really, I love this one. Isn't it cute? It just flies away. So it's metamorphosis. That's what we're doing here. We're metamorphosizing. I keep shungite in my pocket. See, that's great. Do you charge it? Do you cleanse it? Do you reprogram it? Yes, it's relating energy and everything into its energy. I might have spelled it wrong. I'm not sure. I'd have to look that one. I'd have to look up the spelling. Good. I'm glad. So all of these things with the sacral chakra, if you feel like you have an imbalance in your relationships, if you feel like there's, impotence in your relationship, where you feel like you struggle with a low libido, if you struggle with who you are and who you love on an outer scale, all of these things relate back to your sacral chakra, and it's a huge carrier of who you are as a person. And a lot of people don't want to admit that. When there's people out there that are bouncing from relationship to relationship to relationship, and they're searching, their sacral chakra is not balanced. Because why are you doing that? Why? Like, what is the reasoning behind that bounce? Like, what are you looking for? What are you searching for? What are you trying to fill? What void are you creating, like, or trying to fill? Like, what's going on there? We have to. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate you. Yeah. Tap and share. Push it out. I would appreciate it. Yes, that's what we're doing. So I gave you a couple of exercises already, and some of the other things that you can do is use your essential oils. Sit, meditate, think about the things that are going on in your life. Try to think about what behaviors are you putting out there, as far as, did you jump into a quick marriage because you had to? Daily Hearts, yeah, thank you. Did you jump into a quick marriage because you were told that you can't, or that you shouldn't do these things before marriage? You know what I mean? Not married, luckily. Girl, I feel you. There's been so many times where I dodged so many bullets because we keep those unhealthy views of sexuality, and we have to find a way to channel it properly. We have to find out where it comes from. That is the hardest part, finding out where it comes from. And again, unless you have major trauma, sometimes you don't even know that you have these things built up in your mind. You don't even realize that it was Disney that did it. You don't even realize that it was one sentence your parents said to you when you were 5 years old. You don't even realize it was because of a movie you watched on HBO when you were too little to realize what was actually happening. Seeing some of those traumatic events on TV can actually even give you a negative outlook and aspect of how you react and control this side of you. So there's so many reasons. So you really have to meditate and try to go back to where this all stemmed from. And 9 times out of 10, it is childhood. It is almost always childhood. It is almost always something that you can pinpoint it. You can find it. Hi, Spanglish. Good morning. So finding that moment, healing that moment, and thank you, Moolah, and letting that moment go, healing that moment is how we move past it. It's how we get over it. How we don't get over it. How we start to, what if you have severe panic attacks? It depends on what's triggering those panic attacks. And again, this is not medical advice. I am not a medical doctor. I am a nurse, so I do know a lot of medical stuff. However, do not stop medications, do not stop therapy, do not do any of those things. This is just a way to help aid in those, in addition to those other things. If you are already seeking treatment, please do not stop seeking treatment. If you have severe panic attacks, like those crippling, very physical panic attacks, something that you can do is meditate. You have to figure out what's causing those things. What is stopping that flow of I'm okay? Thank you, Spanglish. What's sitting in your mind and replaying over and over and over again? Why can you not move past the fear, the crippling pressure of whatever that thought is that puts that into you and manifests in a physical way? Thank you, Spanglish. There's a reason, and if you look back to it, you can find that spot. You can find it. It takes a lot of meditation. It takes a lot of practice. We did a guided meditation yesterday, and in that space is a great place to look and find what is actually going on. In that place is a great place to start to let your subconscious move forward and see what's missing, see where you should be going, and see what needs to be worked on. And that's when we start to move up the level and start to work on the root, sacral, the solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your third eye, and your crown. It's a great way to take a personal inventory and see what needs to be worked on now. What's next? Where are we going? How are we healing? And you start one at a time and we move forward. And today we're doing the sacral. So again, another thing you can do is if you do find out that you want to work on the sacral, again, we can work on those two exercises I already gave you, the chalkboard and the conversation. You can write a letter and never send it and see how that goes. If there's somebody that hurt you, write a letter to them. Let them know how it made you feel. Let them know everything. Forgive them. Forgive yourself. Whatever it is that you need to do to heal and move forward and move past that, do it. Don't send it. You don't have to send it. They don't ever need to know. They don't deserve your forgiveness, but you can't put the hate or the sadness or the anger and the negativity back out there anymore, because that's what you're going to receive. That's who you're going to become. So you have to become the positive person. You have to let that out, and that's who you need to be. Don't live in that moment like they don't deserve my forgiveness. They don't deserve this, because they don't. We all know that they don't. But write it down, put it on paper, take that paper and bury it, burn it, do whatever you need to do. But in the sacral chakra, I'm going to let you know that water is the number one element that relates the best with sacral chakra. So writing it underwater or writing the letter down, crumble it up, put it in, fold it up 1,000,000 times, put it in a little cup of water, and then put that cup in the freezer and freeze it. And that right there will stop. You'll feel a sense of relief and a sense of pressure released just by freezing that moment. You know what I mean? Take it, shred it up and throw it into the river. Shred it up and flush it down the toilet. Do whatever it is that you feel like you need to do to let those feelings out and to get rid of it. And again, water is a great way to do it. I see you guys chatting. I'm just trying to stay focused because my squirrel brain can't do it. Do you believe in egg cleanse? Yes, I do. I 100% do, and I actually have a video of it on my page, and I will be doing more about the egg cleansing and negativity and the pressure and all of those things. Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Miss Healing Hearts. How are you? I see y'all chatting away. I appreciate it. I'm staying focused. I'm staying golden. So another thing that we can do is continue doing the meditation, and thank you. Continue doing the meditation. Excuse me, I need to take a drink. Continue doing the meditations with essential oils. And, sorry, y'all. Some of the essential oils are like ylang ylang, cardamom, sweet orange, anything with orange or citrus or anything like that. The essential oils can really make a big difference. And we talked a little bit about essential oils. We're gonna do deep dives on essential oils. Essential oils, some people don't believe in them, but I'm going to tell you that they do work, that they are scientifically proven, that everybody knows that the sense of smell does relate and correlate with memories and triggered emotions. It's 100% a real thing. They work. If you use essential oils, you can use them in a diffuser. You can mix them with a carrier oil and put dabs on your wrist or on your on your throat or wherever it is that you need to. A good way to meditate if you're doing chakra alignment is to use some of those essential oils. Again, mixed in a carrier oil. Please never put essential oils directly on your skin. Please do not ever ingest them internally. They are not good for that. They are used externally for olfactory senses only. You can dab that on your lower abdomen. And this is for anybody that's struggling with, like I said, trigger warning, with the SA, infertility, previous stillbirths, a factor of guilt or shame associated in the sexual aspect, all of those things. That's what the sacral chakra is involved with for people that are just joining. And you can get essential oils pretty much anywhere. I do have them in my shop too. Actually, somebody just got some, a whole big thing, and we're going to work on those soon as they get delivered. We're going to talk about them. Yeah. Some of the stones that are related to the sacral chakra is tiger's eye. Everybody knows tiger's eye. It's one of the prettiest ones, I think. Very shiny, very pretty. What did I miss? What oils for sacral? Oh, I'm sorry. The cardamom, sweet orange, ylang ylang, anything citrusy, tangerine, navel, neroli, things like that. There's our, oh, thank you, Dan. I love this one. Wait. Oh, flies away. I love that one. I'm keeping that one up there forever because I love them so much. Those are going to be my new thing. Some oils and candles. Well, yeah, unfortunately, you have to be careful. If you're environmentally friendly, you have to be careful about what you buy and what you put out there. That's 100% true. So meditating with those oils, let's say you have a diffuser, we can put all of these things together, not just one thing. You can use them all together. You can use them individually. You can use one, the other, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't matter how you use them. And it doesn't matter which ones you use or how you do it. It all depends on what you want specifically out of your healing process. They're just aids. They're just tools. Again, let's go back to crystals again. So, for instance, there's this one that's tiger's eye. There's carnelian. We went over that one yesterday. Carnelian's a great stone because it covers most of the chakras, and it's also a self-cleansing tool, so you don't have to wash it, and it's more easily programmed than most other stones too. Carnelian is a great multi-purpose stone to carry with you for a lot of different reasons. One of my favorites. I have probably 15 of them laying around here. There's citrine, there's orange calcite, there's sunstone. Tiger's eye is a great one. So it helps with strength. It helps with your sacral chakra. Specifically, we're talking right now about chakras and how they work. So if you're going to do meditation, you could pretty much pick the stones that correlate color-wise with the chakras. So yesterday we did root, which is red. Today we're doing sacral, which is orange. So we would pick a red. Now we're doing an orange stone. And we can place that in where the chakra is, which is, again, your low belly, just below your belly button, your lower abdomen, above your pubic bone. You place that stone there, and you can meditate and do your meditation there. You can either hold it there, you can lie down and hold it there. A lot of this stuff is in my shop. Yes, I did take the time and put a lot of the stuff that I talk about in the shop and in the cart. And I think, did I add my cart today? I think that I did. So yeah, I did do that. So yes, Aubriana with the hand hearts. I appreciate that. Yes. So we are, a lot of the stuff is definitely linked. Oh, good. I didn't know if I did or not. Wonderful. So we are going to do a deep dive too on different crystals and what they're used for. And we're going to talk about how to program them, how to cleanse them, how to program, did I say program? Program, cleanse, and charge. Sorry, I couldn't think of, I'm getting out there. So we're going to do that on a whole separate topic because that is a whole topic on its own. Same with essential oils, same with yoga poses and meditations. Those are all very separate individual types of of things. You're loving this live stream. Good, I'm glad, Zed. I'm very, very glad. Thank you, Darren. What is that thing? I don't even know what some of this stuff is, you guys. You're wonderful. Excuse me 1 second. So yeah, and I talked about it yesterday. And another thing that you can do while you're with your stones, while you're meditating, is you can just hold them and kind of feel the energy with them while you're meditating, and know that you're gaining the power from these stones and you're healing your sacral chakra. So it is wonderful. It's wonderful. There's also some yoga poses that you can do to heal, to help to unblock those sacral chakras. And I don't know if any of you, again, if you're into yoga or if you're not, but yoga is a great way to heal internally or heal your inner emotional space. It's a great way to learn breathing techniques. It is a great way to learn your balance physically, but it also shows you how to mentally balance, because it gives you that calm space to start to work on your inner self and to start to look at who you might actually be and what might actually be going on. So some of the yoga poses I'm going to show you, because I did this yesterday, but it's really hard for me to, I'm not going to perform the yoga poses. All right, so the first one, the triangle pose, we can do. Okay. We can do the reclining thunder. There we go. Thunderbolt. We can do the goddess pose. And as you can look at all of these different poses, and you guys can Google these, as you guys look at all these different poses, you can see that what it's doing is you're really opening your sacral area. Hi, welcome in. I saw that somebody was new here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Go ahead and give me a follow. We talk about this stuff. We're going to be talking about this type of stuff daily. Different topics every day. My camera's out of focus. Hold on a second. I don't know what happened. Well, I do know what happened. Not me liking my own page. I don't know. Hopefully it'll refocus. So yeah, we talk about this stuff every day, something different every day. But if you notice with those yoga poses, what the heck is going on? Please forgive me. Yeah, I'm almost at 50K, you guys. That's wonderful. Thank you. Bye. Oh, well, I don't know what happened. So every day, with those yoga, did it go? Hi, Victoria. Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties when there's the most. Oh my gosh, when there's the most people in here, it's foggy. Ah, there we go. Sorry about that. If you notice with the yoga poses, most of those ones, your pelvic area is, thank you, your pelvic area is open and exposed, and you're letting out and letting back in different energies and feelings. So, and during those yoga practices, you're deep breathing, you're releasing, you're staying centered, you're feeling strong, you're feeling balanced. So yoga is a wonderful, wonderful tool to balancing your chakras. It really, really is. I have tried it. I love it. I think it's great. I am not a very good sticker to it. So I have, oh, and if you guys have a Roku TV, there's a Roku channel specifically designed for yoga. Super awesome. And there's tons of stuff on there. So if you're interested in yoga, it's super easy to do. And you can do 10 to 15 times on 10 to 15 minutes a day. And you will feel a difference. And I do feel a difference, and I'm going to get back into it. I just started picking up a whole bunch of extra double shifts and stuff at work. And if you don't have a good work-life balance, you start to put your inner and emotional health on the back burner, and you start to backslide. So you definitely have to find a balance, and don't ever stop doing your inner healing practices. because you don't want to let that stuff go, because once you start slipping, you can't, it's harder to catch traction again. And then you have to start all over from the beginning. So that is why we're starting all over from the beginning, and we're all starting from the beginning together. Does anybody have any questions or have any other ideas on how to heal the sacral chakra? Because we all want to get over that guilty feeling. Like, we all want to get our passion back. We all want to get our, you sound like literally the bass. It's amazing. It is become one with your natural state. Exactly. My therapist told me I need to do yoga. I've never done it. Okay, yoga's wonderful. So there's several different types of yoga. There's yoga lattes. Hey, Too Tall. There's Pilates. There's very different types of yoga. So really kind of do your research. But like I said, if you have a smart TV, there's literally a yoga app on the TV, and there's, I mean, so much, exactly. Yoga releases certain neurotransmitters. It does. There's so many different types of programs on there. Pilates is yogas. I did not know. Pilates is not yoga. They have yoga lattes, which is like a mixture, and that's for like weight loss and stuff like that. And it does help with weight loss because it makes you more self-aware. But if you take a look at these apps and these programs and stuff, I did a 21-day challenge, and I felt great. Yes, girl, yoga lattes. I tell you what, it is not easy. I've hurt muscles I didn't even know I had. It's amazing. It's amazing. But there's deep breathing on there as well. There's even kids yoga on these apps. So it was hard. It was very hard. You have to build yourself up to it. It was hard. I had a hard time sticking with it because it was difficult. But yoga's fun. Yoga is great. And like I said, like, it teaches you to sit up straight. It teaches you proper alignment. You'd be surprised at, yes, your muscles hurt for a couple of days, but you'd be surprised at what type of pain is actually relieved after you do yoga. You would start to feel your knee pain release, your hip pain release, back pain starts to get better. At first it hurts, but eventually it does start to get better with time as you build up certain muscles. And that's the same thing with meditation. And something with meditation is you can do it literally anytime, any day, for any amount of time. It doesn't matter. You can do it anywhere. You can literally meditate anywhere. But again, it takes practice and it takes time. There's tons and tons of resources, and how I would love to say that I'm going to be your resource for everything. I'm not. There's a wealth of knowledge out there. I am still trying to build up my content to where I would be able to say, hey, go check out the video on my profile and I'll show you. But for now, we're not there yet, but we're going to get there. We are going to get there together. I meditate daily. Probably 2 to 3 times a day. I wake up in meditation. I wake up and say, you know, with your positive affirmations, that's a sense of meditation. I wake up and take deep breaths, and I ground myself and I center myself, and I say, okay, today is going to be a good day. Today is going to be the day that I make it. I'm worthy of a good day. I deserve a good day. I'm going to provide a good day to others if I can. Hi, welcome in. Guys, if you're just joining, I'm sorry. I'm trying to stay on track a little bit. And try to answer as many questions as I possibly can. How does one meditate? Greg, again, great question. So what we could do in a sense of that, again, there's tons and tons of resources out there and available. I have some books in my shop talking about meditation. I will be doing some guided meditations. Since I have super fans, maybe we can go ahead and, Ariana, I have super fans. We can go ahead and start sticking specifically super fans in guided meditations. So we're going to, we'll talk about that. But to meditate, you can literally do it anywhere. That's when you're clearing your mind. You're doing the deep breathing. What works for me as, oh, I missed it, friend. Deep breathing. Deep breathing definitely does help. 60K, 60K. Thank you, friend. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate you guys for all the love. Look at all this love. I love it. There's such good energy in here today, guys. You guys are rolling. You guys are rocking. I can feel it. And I thought for sure that this chakra was going to be a doom and gloom one. I thought, as soon as I said trigger warning, I thought for sure everybody was going to be like, nope. It's good to keep pushing through when your muscles are sore, or is it better to relax and heal? Well, it depends. So if you're hurting so bad you can't walk around, take a minute, take a day to yourself and relax. Yoga is mostly about stretching. Yoga is mostly about, oh, you have too many fun people in here. No way this should be doing, no way. Yoga is more about stretching and learning your balance. So if those muscles are sore, then you know you're not in a line. You're not where you should be. So you have to retrain those muscles to sit properly, to work properly. And I'm sitting here all slunched over, but it's mainly for the camera. But to have proper positioning and good balance and good things, it takes work and it takes time. So definitely hold on to your journey. Don't stop your journey. Take a day. Drink a lot of water. Water is the best way to feel better. I'm so invested I didn't notice it was already 8:30. Oh, girl, you better start getting ready. If I were a newbie, how would I start my journey? Greg, great question. Always with the great questions, Greg. So with the, if you're brand new to all of this stuff, again, the best place to start is right at the base, right at the bottom. And that's why I picked chakras to work with first, because in working with chakras, we get a sense of working with essential oils. We get to learn crystals. We get to learn yoga poses. We get to learn, candle colors and color coordinations and things like that. We get to learn the elements and physical manifestations and things like that. So that's why I like to work with chakras first. That's why I like to start there, because it gives you the best base knowledge of everything a little bit all at once. And it's, oh, good morning, Christian. How are you? So you start and you just pull in little pieces of everything as you go along. I'm glad you love the showcase. I'm trying. It's everything that you possibly could need that we talk about. I'm trying to put in that showcase. So that's where I would start. And that's why I started here, is the root chakra yesterday. Because again, if you imagine your body as a pyramid, you need to build the base first. You can't flip the pyramid. If you're building on a point, you're going to be balanced. You're off balanced. You're going to be unsteady. You're going to be wibbly wobbly. You're going to be all over the place. You have to build a solid foundation and a great base first to get started. No, everybody's chatting now. That's wonderful. Great question. I really appreciate that question. And as we start to advance a little bit more, I do want to pull in more like essential oil meanings and all of those things. I was just getting ready to ask if anyone had seen Wolfie. There he is. There he is. Is any of this making sense? Does anybody have any other questions? Does anybody want to talk about anything else? Wolfie, you missed the whole thing. Yes. Aubriana, yes. If you had a simple challenge for your viewers to begin daily, what would it be? The one challenge I would say is practice first to clear your mind. If you can first learn to clear your mind, that's the moment when you can start to feel a little bit different. That's the moment when you can start to let the things that need to be healed. That's when you can start letting those things back in. I know. Where is he? Wow. Top notch. Then you can start doing the actual practice first to clear your mind. Love it. I can do that. Yes, that would be your challenge. Take a look at each chakra every day. See, take a look first and look at your root. Okay, do I feel safe? Do I feel stable? Yes. Take a look at your sacral. Do I feel happy and passionate and creative and energetic? Yes. Okay, check. Let's go to the solar plexus. Do I feel like this? Yes. I'm not going to give it all away because we're working on them tomorrow. Do I look at my heart and I see that I'm feeling like this? Good. Throat. I'm feeling, oh, nope, I've been having a trouble communicate. That right there, that's the time when you can stop and say, okay, I stopped at the throat because I'm having issues communicating. And then you work on that chakra. And that's how you go through them every day. You just take a mental inventory each day of each chakra from the bottom up and start to work and build on those. So now you're at the throat chakra. The next day you're like, oh no, I fixed that problem. So let's go to the third eye. How am I feeling? Like, what's going on here? So I should start at one extremity and move through my body. Start from the bottom. Start from the bottom, top to top. Definitely want to start bottom to top. That way you can get there, because you want to build all of these different things. Like, is your intuition blocked? For most people it is. For most people, we ignore the red flags. That is the number one thing of our intuition, is the red flags. Are the red flagging? Because they most likely are. And we're just like, let's just overlook it a little bit. Everyone is sharing your live with me. I love it. 100K. I think I said that in the beginning of this. I was like, oh, let's get to 100K. And somebody was like, no. Yes, you said crystals need to be charged. How do you do that if they don't have USB cables? Great question. So each crystal has different ways of charging them. Are the red flags flagging? Looking for Six Flags? Yes, queen. They are. Each crystal has multiple ways, or some ways that is best to be charged. You can charge any crystal pretty much under the moon. Some of them charge best with water if they're related to the water element. Some of them you can charge with the sun if they're related to the sun element. Some of them you cannot get wet at all, like selenite. This one right here, you can't get wet because it will completely dissolve. Maybe not right away, but eventually it will. You can't get fluoride wet because fluorite wet because it could become poisonous. There's certain things that you can't do with certain crystals. It is a science. All salt crystals cannot get wet. Exactly. And we're going to talk about that when we deep dive. And there's a way to charge them, like selenite, for instance. The reason I like that one, the reason it's so special for me, rose quartz under the moon. Charge that one right under the moon. It's perfect. But selenite is actually a charging crystal. So you keep that one with your other crystals, and it can charge your of a raw tourmaline that can't get wet. Girl. I love some tourmaline. It's so pretty. But selenite actually gives off charging powers on its own. So they make selenite bowls or plates like I have in my workshop. Can't wait to help you write your book. You know, I would love that. I would love that. So you can keep your crystals in the selenite bowl. Some people actually do. Like, they take their crystals out of their pocket at night and throw them in the crystal bowl so that they can charge overnight or whatever. I told Mula I will send him rose quartz and clear quartz. Yes. Healing with Ellie. Welcome in. Let me guide you to a place of inner peace and emotional well-balance. While you're here, sit back, relax, have a cup of tea, and enjoy your inner healing journey with me. How was that? Was that good? Was that good? I'm getting there. So, I'm going to practice a little bit more on the guided meditations. I just need to find a crystal that fits me. You do. And it might as well do a top down, bottom up marketing strategy. The person entering the chat when you said that, I know. Very good. I'm sipping my tea right now. Good girl. Good. Get it. I hope you're feeling well today, healing hearts. I hope you are. I hope you're doing well. It might change. So again, and that's why, that's kind of why I went into deep diving. This is very healing. I cried and did release during this. Oh my God, I'm good. It takes it takes so much practice to really take a look at yourself, and it takes a lot of self-awareness, and that's part of like shadow working too, is taking a look at yourself and seeing those parts of you that you hide away. Like that's the shadow side of you. That's what shadow work is your it's the side of you that's hidden away, that you keep locked up, that you don't show to anybody. That's the side of you that you take a look at yourself, become aware of that person that you're hiding and why you're hiding it. And that's when we start to peel that mask off and showing other people our shadow self and saying like, it's okay that that's the bad side of me. Okay, Greg, okay. I see you. I see you. Yeah, Wolfie, so that's kind of why I'm doing the healing by chakras, because as you learn which chakra, where to start and what to go through, as you go through each one, you can start to gather those supplies. And I'm not saying run out every day and go buy every single crystal that relates to sacral chakra. Like you saw me, I only held up my carnelian and tiger's eye because those are the only two that I have right here, at least, relating to the sacral chakra. Those are the only two out of the 5 or 15. I'm sure there's like 50 of them that are related to the sacral chakra, but these are the only two that I have. And I'm telling you, they're probably only like $2 or $3 at my local rock shop. Like most places have a mystical store. And fun fact, I was going to open one of these a few years ago, bought a thrift store and ended up keeping it as a thrift store, but I wanted to open a crystal store then, but I didn't. There's going to be some crystals that naturally call you when you see them. Great. That's a great example too. Ellie, you should start with a guided journal. There you go too. We can do that. We can do that. Greg, I think that I might need to talk to you. I think that we might need to DM. Yes, we have to be honest with ourselves. Yeah, so as Adriana was saying too, like when you go to a place, like a lot of places, you might have markets that have like the tons of them out, or you might have a store that has a ton of them out. You might be automatically guided to a certain stone. You might see a whole bunch of them and you're like, oh my gosh, I really, really like that one. Not because it's pretty, but it might be because of the shape. Like this one was specifically because of the shape. And this was just an agate. It's for emotional balance. And I'm glad. Hold on. Figured it. Wait. Did it work that time? Hold on. Am I still blurry? Or is it my eyes? I don't know. Whatever. So, but it might, you can find them on the ground. Oh. Yes, you can find them on the ground. It just depends on what it is that you're looking for. And yes, like it's... There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Moolah. Gosh, I'm going to figure it out eventually. Okay. Yes, there's people in the room with us. They're everywhere. But it might be the shape. Like specifically like this one, when I found it, was for my emotional imbalance. And once I looked up like the meaning of it behind it while I was there, I was like, oh, holy cow, like this is why I'm looking at this one. And I am struggling with my emotional imbalance. So I do need to keep this one. And yes, so like Tinfoil Hat says, you can find them on the ground. I found one at work in the parking lot and I needed it. See, it happens all the time. Even, you know, it's crazy that does happen. They'll come to you. You might be walking through even at like the 7-Eleven and you look over and you see like those 9 million bracelets that are there and you're like, I really feel like I need this green crystal bracelet right now. And you get it home and you look at it and you're like, oh, this is fluorite and it's for spiritual well-being. And you're like, I do need to heal my spiritual well-being. Like you never know how these things are going to pop out at you. And that's something that I love to see, is that there are signs everywhere. Greg, you need to get going. Okay, great. I appreciate you for being here. I hope you have a wonderful, safe drive and be safe. And let us know. I think you're going to be going live while you're doing that. So we'll pop in and check on you. And I hope that you arrive safely and you let us all know that you're well. And if Haley and the kids are going with you too, I wish you all health and safe travels. So there's signs of the fact that you need to heal everywhere. Me and my sister, her mom went to our local crystal store, and as they were looking at crystals, I got guided off in my own way in the store. It happens. It happens. And you probably found one that you didn't even know. You didn't even know you needed. Like, you're like, well, I mean, this is really pretty. Like, my favorite one is fluorite. Like, I'm always guided to fluorite, and it's because I do need to work on my spirituality and my energy and my emotional balance. It means so many different things. I don't even find money on the ground. How will I find a crystal? Because sometimes you don't know that they're crystals. Sometimes a regular old rock might actually be a selenite. So I don't even have it up here. So I have, my friend lives out in New Mexico, and she goes out and does this, she does like mining and stuff like that. So she goes out into these mines and just randomly mines all of this selenite. Oh, you know what? I think that's what this is. That's what this is. So this doesn't look like selenite because it's not clear, but this is right out of the ground selenite that she got from New Mexico, and I love it. And I have a whole box of it. I have a whole shoebox of this raw, not so pretty looking. I would have never guessed that it was selenite, but I have a whole shoebox of it now. And for what reason other than I love it so much? But that's how it works. I find rocks on the ground all the time with little crystals inside. I always keep them. You should. You live in Switzerland, hard to find. I bet not. I bet if you Googled how or what's available, I bet there's a ton of stuff there. Like, you have mountains everywhere there. Like, isn't Switzerland known for mountains? Like, no, I bet you have stuff that we don't have. Like, Europe invented crystal energy, I think. Yes, you do. Google it. And I'm sure that you have stores around you. And like I said, most places, they're not very much. I think the most I ever paid for something this size was like $5. So maybe now I will go to the crystal store and start investing again in some new ones so I can show you guys what they are. And I have a downward facing camera lens stand too. So when we do go over our crystal session, I can put it face down and we can talk specifically about them and what they're for and how to arrange them. And we can do a whole like cleansing thing and everything for them. I think that would be very fun when we get there. But it seems like we're getting a lot of interest in the crystal stuff. And I have somebody that was asking me a lot about essential oils. And he's not here now, but when he is here again, we're going to talk about it because he is deep diving into his essential oil journey. So that'll be a lot of fun. I might get that up and moving for him a lot sooner than some others. These are all great questions. Does anybody else have any other questions? Can you hear me gulping? That's so embarrassing. I'm so sorry. I think Aubriana stepped out. No more question. Mula, how are you feeling today? Feeling a little bit better? Phil didn't hear. You didn't hear anything? Oh, you are here. You getting ready, Aubriana? Getting ready and listening. Not like yesterday when the tea attacked you. Oh yeah, you saw that? That was... It's because those little bubble things get stuck at the bottom and I had to pop them out. I didn't mean to tag them. Oh well. So I think once we go through, yep, essentials, tarot reading, sacreds, scared it out of you. Yes. Oh, it did. Okay, so I actually went and had a wonderful tarot reading last night with Intuitive Injustice. And let me tell you, it was so dead on. It was so on point. She hit every single nail on the head. She even called out my soulmate by sign. There's no way she could have known that. There's no way. I don't advertise those things. I've never told anybody any of those things. And I mean, she really pulled out some stuff that that nobody would know, especially with me just popping in there yesterday. Like, there's no way. Like, the stuff that she pulled was very, very cool. So I definitely wanted to. Good morning, George. How are you? Good morning, Cynthia. How are you? Oh God, it was so good, Aubriana. You have to catch her. You have to catch her. So she pulled out the Joan of Arc card, and that's somebody that I've always really inspired, because she led a whole freaking army without even doing any, like, just with her words. She never, I don't know if you guys know this about Joan of Arc, but I'm going to go on a tangent real quick. But Joan of Arc never raised her sword at anybody. She never hurt, injured, or killed anybody during that, but she led an entire army behind her to support what she believed in. So I always love Joan of Arc. I idolize her. I think she's awesome. It is for religious purposes on her end, but for me, I don't look at that side. I just look at who she is. Yeah. Yes, I'm an intuitive, so messages flow through you, and they do, and it's awesome. We definitely saw that. So on this channel, I definitely want to deep dive into some tarot stuff, rune readings, other divinations, tea leaf readings, all of those things, even scrying and everything, and talk about intuition. Maybe because I do practice all of those things. I'm not willing yet to do readings for people. I do use it as a personal message, but I can definitely send people your way once we get there. That'll be a little bit all down the road. Maybe I can have you on as a guest and have you maybe even talk about it for a little bit, and you can drive yourself a little bit of consumers of your wonderful readings. Awesome. She did an awesome job, guys. I'm super impressed by Intuitive Justice yesterday. Good morning, Loud. How are you? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Thank you for the roses, friend. I appreciate you. I hope everybody is doing well. If you're just tuning in, we talked all things Sacral Chakra this morning. We talked about what it is, where it is, how to heal it. Some Happy Girl is a super... I have 2 super fans, Aubriana. I have two. Can you believe that? I don't even know what to do with them yet. Oh my God, we hit 100K. Go Moolah. You guys are awesome. You guys are so awesome. You're next. Let me figure out what I'm doing first, friend. I gotta find something to do first. Apparently, I have to go talk to Greg. He's got some ideas. I think what I might do, though, and I have kind of toyed with this a little bit, and my wife kind of gave me this idea, is keeping the guided meditations for super fans only, and doing more specialized energy healings with them. She's in the top 23. Can we love on her? I'm in the top 23%. 23%. So you put that 23%. Ah, thank you, Aubriana. Wait, watch. Ah, beautiful. Did I get my 2 shield? Oh, there's another one. Look, isn't it so pretty? I love that. I think it says top 20 reached now. I love those caterpillars. That's why I put them up there. You guys don't even have to do them, but I put them up there just because they're so adorable and they make me so happy. Oh, CA number 18. I think, where am I at as far as that goes? Hold on a second. I didn't even look today to see if I ended up with my 2 shields. Let me just take a quick peek. Oh, wow. I do only need 1 more tonight. 1 more and I'll be Sea Leagues tomorrow. Oh my gosh. No, not C. Yeah, C. Sea Leagues tomorrow. Sea Leagues. If I get it. If I don't, then that's whatever. Yeah, Moolah. Yes. Yep. We moved up fast. We've been getting 2 fragments just about every day. Just about every day. Thank you, Darren. Wonderful. Yeah. Oh, thank you guys. Not Aubriana. Pulling it all out for me. Oh, trying to get me to top 10. if I were to get to top 10, I'd be super comfortable and I would feel like I would definitely, hi Isabella, good morning. I would feel like, I would feel so good. I would feel so great. But again, like I was saying yesterday, I have accepted that I can go at a slower pace, and that and I know all these people do too. Oh, thank you. This morning was wonderful. That was wonderful this morning. Oh my gosh. There were so many people tuning in and learning and ready to grow. We got to figure out how to extend these lives a little bit longer. I got to figure it out. We got to, I think we got to talk about it. I got to recharge. Girl, don't recharge. Don't you with the recharging. Look at Happy Girl. Just became a level 25 fan. Let me see. I have to add some different moderators too. I just did. You guys are awesome. You guys are really awesome. I appreciate you. So is there anything else we can talk about with the sacral chakra today? Aubriana, you missed a majority of it. But I think I did mention, if you check out my bio, I am uploading all of these talks, all of these lives without the comments. The comments are not there. Back up to the link in my bio. That way that there's a another point there to go to. You hear him tip-a-tapping around? Right, boy. Wanna come say hi? Wanna come say hi? He can't get through. I have the table up. I got my babies. Come here, buddy. Sorry, my puppies. I know, you guys. I'm sorry. I'll let you guys out in just a minute. Hold on. Oh, babies. Can we see? I can't. I have the table up right now, so they can't get over here to me, because otherwise he would come over here and literally push me out of the way and knock all my stuff down. He's a big boy and he's kind of a bully to me, so he thinks he's this big, but he's a big boy. It's okay. Go lay down, guys. I'll be there in a minute. Yeah. So yes, puppers. One day I'll have them on here with me. One day. One day. But they're such good babies. Let me... All right, so where are we? Oh, that's what I was saying, sidetrack. So yeah, so on the YT channel, yeah, I'm uploading all of this stuff there. It's unedited, it's raw, it's completely as it is right now, so you can listen to it in 2x speed to get to a part, or fast forward or whatever to get to a part that you might have missed. And that's all that's on there right now. Oh, and a video of the grass that was moving in Hawaii that I was obsessed with when I was there. I just loved it. In Hawaii, there's grass that it's like flat little panels, and if you touch it, they like close up, and they're so cool. And I have a video of it when I was there. If you want to check that out, it's cute. But please, if you do go there, please subscribe. I need 1,000 subscribers. That way I can go live on here and on there at the same time. I can merge the two and have a yes, a live grass. All grass is alive, Mula. You can have a bigger audience, and we can have a more in-depth discussion about things like that. At Healing Hearts, yes. So it's a Blackmouth Cur Rottweiler mix and a Pit Bull Bulldog mix. They are mixes. They are rescues. Mula's mind blown right now. How about the moving? It's moving grass. It's moving grass. What are you a title gifter in? All right, Darren. I see you. It's true. It's very true. Hold on. Hold on. It's true. It's very true. Hold on. I think I forgot to put somebody as a moderator. Hold on a second. Let me add this person really quick as a moderator. Wait. Forgive me, guys. Bear with me. I have some... I'm going to get off of here in just a few minutes. Here, beep, 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 beep. Trying to pay attention. Okay. There we are. I am Okay, love, I just made you a moderator and you have all of the stuff. You can even have recordings if you want them. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, Darren. I appreciate you. Yeah, I got to get off here. I got to go do mom life stuff. Aubriana is going to go live in here in just a few minutes. If you don't, if you guys don't get a chance to, or if you guys are going to stay on for a while, please go follow Aubriana, go to her live, make a lot of new friends, see a lot of new people, see a lot of the people that were in here already, and check her out. She's a really awesome person. Subscribe to her, super fans, if you guys want to learn everything there is to, I know, I see it, girl, I see it. If you guys want to learn everything there is to being a live host, if you guys want to learn the ins and outs of the TikTok world, become a super fan of Aubriana. She's awesome. She's a wonderful teacher. She is teaching me and guiding me. Everything that I know now is because of Aubriana. She's wonderful. Please, please, please follow her and go check out her room and her space. She's awesome. She really is awesome. Thank you, Mrs. Healing Hearts, for logging in and tuning in and staying and hanging out with us. Tomorrow we're going to talk about the solar plexus and what it's all about, and we're going to deep dive into that. It's going to be the same sort of structure. We're going to talk about what it is, what it means. We're going to talk about the balancing and unbalancing. We're going to talk about some tools on how to realign it, how to take a look at it, some useful things that we can do to really take a deep dive into the sacral chakra. The solar plexus. We're going to talk about the crystals, the essential oils, the yoga poses, some meditations, the affirmations, all of those lovely things we're going to talk about as far as the solar plexus goes tomorrow. So you don't want to miss it. It takes all of these chakras to be in a line to feel completely, fully balanced. So even missing one of them, you're going to miss a piece of the puzzle and you're going to still feel wonky, off balance. You're going to feel that anxiety, that depression. You're going to feel like you're just down and out of it. So you really want to catch on and start building these chakras up from the bottom up. And that is why we start at the root. That's why we hit the sacral today. Solar plexus tomorrow. Intuitive justice, same time tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be here. We will be doing the thing. I might even go on a little bit earlier and stay on till 10 a.m. I do like to do kind of a little meet and greet for about 15-20 minutes before we start talking, just to kind of see how everybody's day is going, checking in with everybody, because I don't want to get started and I don't want to have people missing the big key points during the live. So I'll probably go on a little bit earlier too, just to kind of check in with everybody, make sure everybody's good. If that's something you're interested in, please log in 10 a.m. tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. And every single day at 10 a.m. we will be here. We will be doing the thing. We will heal. We will be energized. We're going to be feeling good. We're going to look at every little thing that we possibly can. If you guys haven't dropped your daily hearts today, please go ahead and do that now. And turn my notification bell on, and you guys will be notified of me being on live tomorrow. Good morning, Fancy. How are you? How are you? Let's see. Hold on. Let me take one quick peek at something real quick. Top 17%. Have a good day, boo. Love you always. Love you too, honey. And I'm glad that you were able to be here. Thank you for becoming my super fan. I appreciate you. So my very first super fan. I'm so happy about it. I have to find some things for you and learn how that is, because I'm just over the moon. Have a good day, Kimmy. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming in, Healing Hearts. You made Ellie happy. Yes, and it's not even my birthday. Imagine that. You're enough all by yourself. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. I hope you know that is a subscription though. It is. That's $10 a whole month, every month. So I hope you're aware of what you did, my friend. You can cancel it if you need to. I wouldn't blame you one bit. I really wouldn't. Hey, good morning, Ginger Viking. How are you? I'm just getting ready to pop off of here. I appreciate you for popping in. Hope you're having a good day. I hope everybody's having a good day. I appreciate you. I wouldn't be mad if you had to cancel it, though. I hope everybody has a good Sunday. And like I said, please go to Aubriana's room if you haven't been there already to go to pick up some new great best friends. Does this frequency help at all in the background? Oh, I'm headed there now. I'm going to go live too. When are you going live? It's chill over here. There we get lit. Exactly. That's right. We do get lit over there and get wild and crazy. You start your day off peaceful every morning and tell yourself that you're worthy and that you're enough. That you can handle anything really every day. It'll become super easy. I can't believe I have super fans. That's crazy. That's wild. I'm so happy about that. Let's see. Hold on. Aww. I'm trying to see something. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Stay spiritual. I'll see ya around. Every day meditating, peaceful ground outside, barefoot and hug trees, y'all. Stay positive, stay spiritual. Yes. Definitely do. I'm glad everybody could stay and hang out with me for so long. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys had an awesome time. I hope you learned a lot. You own all spirits. Like rum and vodka, my friend? What are we talking about? What kind of spirits are we talking about? Oh, top 15. I hope that stays top 15. Alright, we'll see. I might have to go on again later. You guys, we'll see. Have a beautiful night. Good night.